Hello, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my sewing room. I have a fun little quick project for you to organize your fabric stash. So if you're a sewer like me and you have more fabric than you need, this is going to be amazing. I have a lot of fabric and I'm still adding to it all the time. But whenever I want to make something, I don't have to really go any further than my fabric stash to find something to make whatever project I want to work on. I have a couple of videos about my fabric storage, and I have it in a couple of shelves in bins, and I like it in bins because I can pull the bin out. They've been kind of outgrowing my bins lately, but I use the bins to kind of keep them compact. I have something I would call mystery fabric. Like mystery, it's a mystery to me. I knew what it was the day I bought it. I knew how much I bought. I probably had an idea in mind of what I wanted to make with it, but now it's mystery. It's a mystery because I don't know. I mean, of course I can kind of guess what it is, but I started to think I really needed to start keeping track, and I just decided to tag my fabric, and I've been doing it for probably the last 2 or 3 times that I've purchased fabric, and I went back through some of my online purchases where I had the information on each piece of fabric, and it is just awesome. So let me just show you where I'm at so far on what my fabric stash looks like with tags. So I thought I would tag them, but I've put a lot of effort into this sewing room being cute. And it was a COVID project. I moved from a very small little closet sewing room into this bigger sewing room, and I put a lot of effort into it. I actually have a playlist of all that went into putting the sewing room together, but it's a never-ending journey. And I thought, if I'm gonna tag my fabric, can it be cute? Why can't things be cute and practical? Like all of those little drawers in the shelves, that's in the playlist. That is actually storage, and it holds things. So yes, things can be cute and practical, and these tags are both. So here's what I did. I made my first tags, and I used them. I probably did like 12 of them, and I started finding things that I wanted to add to it. So I ended up redoing it again with more information. So, you know, if at first it's not what you want to keep adding more things, it's totally customizable. I made this tag in Canva, and I'm going to put a link to that file in my description. So if you want to copy mine, go ahead and do so. Blue is obviously my color, so I like this light blue, and I made it look like a tag, and the tag was actually in Canva, so I didn't draw the tag or anything. And here's what it looks like on the end of the fabric. So I like to roll my fabrics. You'll see that if you watch my organizing my fabrics video. And I look for an end of the fabric. I want to pin it in the middle because this is folded, so it could be in the middle of my garment. I don't want a hole. So look for the end of the fabric. See the selvage edge there? And pin it there. So basically, here's what I've done. When I'm shopping, like for this fabric was from a recent shopping haul that I put up a video on from a trip that I took to Santa Cruz, and it's called Hearts Fabric. And I actually have a video of our trip too with our glamper, our glamped up camper, so that was really fun if you want to take a look on my channel. Easiest thing is just subscribe, and you'll see whenever I put out a new video about sewing or camping or glamping. But they had little tags safety pinned to their bolts. And that's kind of where I got my idea. I mean, well, it is where I got my idea. They weren't cute, they were just tags, but I made mine cute. But I took a photo with my phone of each tag of the fabrics I bought. So that was what I put on this tag, is what they had, and then things I wanted to know. So here's what I have on my tag right now. Color, and if it's multi, I'll put maybe a main color or just multi fabric type. Maybe they call it something. Where I bought it, fabric content. So, you know, polyester, cotton, what is it? Weight, I didn't have that on my first one, but I kind of like the idea of knowing, is it lightweight, medium weight, heavyweight? And you pick what you think it is your fabric. How wide? So when I'm working on a pattern, I know how wide it is and how much yardage I have, and is it stretchy? And I have a stretch ruler. Let me show you. I have a stretch ruler from Stitch Buzz, and she has a printable one too, but I like the plastic. So I can put this amount of stretch on my tag. And price and date. I just added that because it's like curiosity. I might want to know, what did I pay for this? You know, did I pay a lot or a little? And then care instructions. And I don't always have all that information. I had most of it with hearts because they put it on their tags, but I put what I have. And some of the stuff online, it'll tell you, you know, some of these things, and some of it won't tell you. So put what you know. Put what you know. And here's what I did, is I printed a whole bunch of them, and I printed them on cardstock so that they're nice and firm. And then what I did is I took my paper scissors. Only you guys will understand what I'm talking about. You don't use your good scissors on paper. And I'm not super careful going around these round corners, because when you lay them all out like this, it's not going to matter if they were all perfect. They're still going to be adorable. And I just kind of trimmed around my curvy edges. Okay. And if you want to make them perfect and be stressed about that, go right ahead. Go right ahead. But I didn't. I just kind of cut around my curve. I wanted those curves there because I thought they were cute. This tag was so cute. Okay. So it's all cut out. And now there's a little white spot for the hole. So just grab a hole puncher and I punch a hole. And a little bit of ribbon. I like this thin ribbon, and I have a lot of that in my stash. At first I was making these ribbon ties way too long, and these tags were dangling too long. It needs to be right by the fabric. So I make these super short. And how I do that is I just slip that in the hole, and then I tie a knot about a finger width above this tag. So it is going to be close to the fabric. And I just tie a little square knot. Let's see if I can do that. All right, I'm under pressure. Okay, so there's my little tag, and then I grab a safety pin. I feel like I set some down here. Just any safety pin. I got not the tiniest one, just something medium, and I stick the safety pin on there. And then I have them, a bunch of them, sort of just stashed near my fabric, so I can grab them when I get home from a store. And if it's not a little tag, I will take a picture of the end of the bolt, and that'll be in my phone. One of the stores that I shop at doesn't have bolts. They have the round, tall things, but inside they have the information, and it's very scarce, but it's there, something. So whatever information I can get, I put it on my tag. And then some of the benefits are, of course, now I know what I'm looking at with it. I will no longer have to unroll a piece of fabric to see how long it is or how much of it I have. I have so many ideas on even future use of these tags, but I have to say, I am always wondering about fabric. Like, what is this? What is that? Writing these tags out on all my fabric has taught me so much about fabrics, like what's it called and what's it made of. I've just learned a lot. I feel like I know more because I filled out all these tags. The other thing I'm thinking of doing is when I make a project, like let's say I make something out of this and I have a little bit left over, you know, I could save the tag and put it on that piece, or I could take a little square of this fabric, put it on the back of this tag, and put this tag with that pattern. So I'll know that I use this fabric on that pattern, because sometimes I forget, what did I make out of this pattern? So I have lots of ideas for this, but right now I'm just really liking the look because it's cute and it's practical. So that is a quick and easy way to keep track of your fabric and keep things organized. Sometimes I'm just really not the most organized person in the world. So when I accomplish any amount of organizing, it is just gleeful. It makes me so happy. So I wanted to share this with you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up, and come back for more. I'm here every Friday for Friday Sews, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of life, and I do post pretty regularly about my Glamper. So if you like those, then stick around and come back for more. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.